fools. Got that fire inside, we're rising up to shine. This is our time, yeah, we're feeling so divine. Oh, we're thriving, we'll be thriving, bold and free. Women owning midlife, just you wait and see. Dance through the changes with a heart so strong. This is our anthem, come and sing along.
Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Not Your Mother's Midlife. I am your host, Johanna, and today we are going to talk about sleep, that thing that we are always seem to be chasing. But sleep is not a side quest in your life or your health journey. It's the main storyline that everything else depends on. And when you start treating sleep like it's a non-negotiable, you'll unlock better energy, clearer thinking, stronger immunity, and a body that actually responds to your efforts with food and movement. If you're like most people, you've probably tried to hack your health with workouts, supplements, or the latest diet, but you keep overlooking the simplest, most powerful lever you have: your sleep. Today, we're going to talk about why sleep is your built-in reset system, how it impacts everything from your cravings to your mood, and a few simple ways to start sleeping and living smarter. This episode was inspired by a fantastic book called Sleep Smarter, or Sleep Smarter, by Shawn Stevenson. In it, he shares 21 science-backed strategies to improve your sleep so you can upgrade your health, your body, your performance in everyday life. We often treat sleep like a luxury, like something we'll catch up on later. But biologically, it is one of the most important things you do every single day. Good sleep is linked to better hormone balance, sharper thinking, improved mood, and a lower risk of chronic diseases, while poor sleep increases errors, cravings, and inflammation. Think of sleep as a total system reset. When you're asleep, your body is in the workshop, repairing, recalibrating, and preparing you to actually handle tomorrow. And when you shortchange that process, your body and your brain start running on yesterday's leftovers from the sleep you got the night before. One of the most fascinating things happening during sleep is the brain's own cleaning cycle. Your brain flushes out metabolic waste, which builds up from thinking, focusing, stressing, and scrolling all day long. It is essential for long-term cognitive health and mental clarity. So when you skip quality sleep and that waste removal process doesn't run properly, which is why even one bad night can leave you feeling foggy, forgetful, and just not like yourself, over time, consistently poor sleep is linked to problems with your memory, learning, and focusing. Sleep is also one of the most underrated tools for managing your metabolism and your weight. So if you're wondering why you're doing everything and you're still not losing weight, could be asleep. Because when you're sleep deprived, your hunger hormones get thrown out of balance, which makes you feel hungrier and less satisfied even when you've just eaten. On top of that, your stress hormone, cortisol, tends to rise with poor sleep, nudging your body towards storing more fat, especially around the midsection. So if you ever had a rough night and found yourself craving sugars, carbs, and caffeine all day, it's not lack of willpower because you're tired. It's your biology trying to compensate. Your immune system also does some of its deepest work while you're asleep. During good quality sleep, your body produces key proteins and immune factors that help you fight off infections and recover from everyday stresses. When you chronically miss sleep, your defenses are lower and you're more likely to get sick, stay sick longer, and just feel run down and inflamed. And sleep is not just about feeling rested. It's literally one of the strongest preventative health habits. One of the core ideas in the book I mentioned earlier, Sleep Smarter, is using light as a tool instead of letting it work against you. Natural light exposure during the day, especially in the morning, helps set your internal clock, making it easier to feel awake during the day and sleepy at night. At night, bright light and screen time can interfere with melatonin, that hormone that tells your body, hey, it's time to wind down. This is especially true for blue light from phones, tablets, and computers, which is why it can feel hard to fall asleep after you're scrolling through your phone in bed. If I've got my phone and I'm just scrolling, I start waking up. Whereas if I'm reading a book, I keep reading the same line or the same paragraph over and over again because I'm getting sleepier and sleepier. I don't have a bright light to read. I have one of those salt lamps, so it's a nice kind of orangey light next to the bed to read by. The timing of your sleep matters just as much as the total number of hours. Many sleep experts point out that the sleep you get earlier in the night tends to be more restorative, especially in the window roughly between late evening and the early part of the night. If you're constantly going to bed very late, like I used to, I did. I'm following all these rules, of course, obviously. That's why I'm sharing this with you. So if you are constantly going to bed very late, you might technically hit 7 to 8 hours, but still miss out on some of the most regenerative deep sleep cycles your body is wired for. So instead of counting hours, think about shifting your whole sleep window earlier when possible. So rather than like, I've just got to get however many hours in, no, shift a little bit earlier and then get those hours in. Because that's going to make all the difference. Another big theme from Sleep Smarter is creating a bedroom that actually supports sleep instead of sabotaging it. That means making your space dark, quiet, and cool so your body gets all the signals that it's safe to fully relax. Think of it as designing your own sleep sanctuary. Small changes like removing unnecessary electronics. I've never had a TV in my room, ever, my whole life. Just never had it. And so if I go to a hotel and I've got a TV in the room, I get very excited, like I'm 6 years old, and I sit in bed and eat and watch movies, and it's fantastic. So I'm glad I don't have one in my own bedroom because I'd probably be doing that. Electronics, decluttering, and using blackout curtains. That's another thing that's made a huge difference. We had blackout curtains and no light. Nothing's getting through that. It's like pitch black when those curtains are closed. So you can make your room feel less like a second office with all the electronics in it and more like a place that your nervous system recognizes as a calm and safe place where we sleep, not where we sleep, where we watch TV and eat and do work. Just let your bedroom be the place that you relax and sleep in. So let's break it down. Here are the few simple habits that you can start using right away. Consistency. Going to bed and waking up at roughly the same time. It reinforces your internal clock and makes it easy to fall asleep, stay asleep, and wake up feeling fantastic and not wrecked. Embrace the darkness. Dim the lights in the evening. Reduce screen time in the last 30 minutes to an hour before bed. And aim for a dark bedroom to support your natural melatonin production. Cool it down. Most people sleep best in a slightly cooler room. A lower temperature helps your body drop its core temperature, which is a natural signal to initiate sleep. Watch caffeine and alcohol. Of course, we all know caffeine too late in the day gets you all like wired up. And alcohol too close to bedtime can make you feel sleepy and fall asleep, but it wrecks you because you wake up a couple of hours later and you don't get that deep restorative stage of sleep. And the goal is not just to try and chase 7 to 9 hours of sleep, but to upgrade the quality of those hours. So rather than just the amount, it has to be good quality sleep. Something great that we discovered to keep the bed cool at night, it's a chili pad. It's this thin mattress topper. You don't even feel it. You can't even feel it's underneath your sheet. It sits on top of the mattress and has tiny water channels running through it and allows you to set and maintain your ideal sleeping temperature throughout the whole night. If you tend to overheat or wake up sweaty, having that level of control can make a huge difference in how deeply you sleep and how refreshed you feel in the morning. It's one of the simple tweaks that can support everything else that you're doing with your sleep hygiene. I can imagine it also would work really great if you're having hormonal night sweats or you're going through some medical treatment that causes you to sweat at night. The great advantage of the chili pad that we have, you can set your own side temperature. So if you like it cooler or warmer than your partner, you don't have to have the same temperature. My side is always a little warmer than my husband's, especially during the winter because I freeze to death. Another thing is sleeping naked actually helps your sleep. And the first time I did it, I tried it. It was years ago, gosh, decades ago, like a long time ago. I tried it and I lay there thinking, God, I feel so naked. No, literally, I was naked, but I just had that feeling of like I felt vulnerable and it was strange, and I had to actually get up and I think I had to put underwear on them, and then I eventually got used to it. And now I cannot even imagine wearing clothing to bed, like wearing pajamas or even underwear to bed. If I sleep at your house, of course I'm wearing something. I'm not going to be sleeping naked in other people's houses. Try it out. Sleeping naked. See how you like it, especially on the chili pad. Woo, it cools down you till the bottom. Anyway, so instead of trying to overhaul everything all at once and overwhelming yourself, just like other things, like when you're starting workout routines or you're starting to eat healthy and clean, just take it easy and just start with one change. You might just start by setting a consistent bedtime and creating the screen-free, like 36 minutes before you sleep. Read a book, the old-fashioned ones made of paper. Remember those? Don't be picking up your screen and reading your book on your screen after you've just tried to get rid of all the electronics. Pick up an old-fashioned paper book. They still sell them. If this episode resonates with you and you want a deeper dive into the science and the practical strategies, check out Sleep Smarter by Shawn Stevenson. It's packed with 21 specific actionable ways to transform your sleep and, by extension, your life. I'll link the book along with the Chili Pad website below. So if you scroll down, you'll see. So you can explore both and start building your own sleep sanctuary. I'll also link the Model Health Show, which is Shawn Stevenson's podcast. So many great episodes on that. Like, it's not just about, he doesn't just talk about sleep. It's nutrition, fitness, to name a few. It's fantastic. So you should check that out too. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend who would love it too. Drop your thoughts or ideas for future episodes. I have been getting some requests. So listen out, because maybe I'll be talking about something you've requested in the future. I'd love to hear from you. If you haven't already reached out, subscribe to the podcast and to my YouTube channel, because every now and then there are videos that go along with these episodes. And you'll never miss an episode if you subscribe. Leave a 5-star review to help others find me. I'd really appreciate that. And until next week, I'm Johanna, and this is Not Your Mother's Midlife. Bye-bye.